A very good afternoon to my worthy colleagues. Today I am going to explain you how you can download and install Microsoft Teams software for the online training purpose of the students. So we begin with opening the browser and we can open google.com. Here you need to type Microsoft Teams download. You can see the very first link, which is products.office.com, and it is the link mentioned here is download Microsoft Teams desktop app. So you will have to click on that. Now you can see that there are two options: download Teams for your desktop, get the Teams mobile app. This Teams mobile app you can directly download from Google Play Store as well. And if you want to download the software for your desktop, you can click on this option, download Teams. So once you click on download Teams, you can see a small setup is being downloaded here. It will hardly take any time. Once the software is downloaded, once the setup is downloaded, you can install it just by following the instructions given in the dialog box. If you face any problem, you can always discuss it with me. Now I'm directly coming to the application. This application will be installed here. You can see a shortcut Microsoft Teams on my desktop. This Microsoft Teams will take you to the app, the desktop app. The app will look like this. Here you can see this is the basic layout of the app. Once you start the app, it will ask you to sign up or sign in with your account. Because we people already have Office account given by BT, so we can use the same account as I have used. You can see, right? So you can also just log in with your own ID, and this is ready for you. Now what do you have to do? The very first step is that you have to generate a meeting. But before generating a meeting, you need to join or create a team. If you are a teacher, you can just create a team for yourself. Like, what you have to do, you have to go to the Teams option, and on the extreme right area of the screen, you can see join or create team option. So you will have to click here. It will give you some options: create a team, join a team with a code, or a few teams. If these are already made, these may be visible to you. So we will choose the very first option, create team, and click on this button. This will open another dialog box in front of us, which has the option class, professional learning, staff, other. So we will choose class because we are going to make a meeting room for our class. So I'll just click on the class. I can give a suitable name to my class. Let's suppose it is class 5. Description is optional. If you want to describe your class, then it is okay. Otherwise you can just leave it and then click on next button. Once you click on the next button, it will tell you to search for students. Now because we have not given access to all the students about their Microsoft IDs, so what we can do, we can skip this step and move to the next step. Now you can see it is very easy. You can see your class is already made, class 5, where you have some options like posts, files, class notebook, assignments, grades, etc. So I begin with my class. I have two options here: upload class material, find help and training. So what can I do? Before I start my class, I can upload some class material which the students can refer to, and they can just read it and understand your lesson before they join your class. So you can just click on upload class material from here. Now you can see a default folder is made here, class material. You can simply open it by clicking on it, and now you have option to create a new file Word document, Excel document, PowerPoint document presentation, OneNote notebook, forms for Excel. So these are the very ready-made and handy options available with you. You can make any of these. Otherwise, if you already have an existing file, you can simply click on upload. Like I'm just selecting a sample file for you. I'm taking dictionary in Python and just click on open. So you can see this file is loaded into the memory, into my files tab, where the students can easily download it, read it and respond to it. If you do not have any files to share, you can also refer to a link by clicking on copy link option. You can copy this and send it on their email IDs. Now after that, once the class is made, the next thing is how we can start the online training for the students. This is very important to understand. Like once the timetable, the schedule is made for each and every teacher to start the online training session, so they will have to go to the calendar option from here, and in the calendar option, like let's suppose I need to conduct one class, one session for the students. It is between 11 to 12. So what I can do, I can just go to 9th of April and just drag over here and release the mouse button. It will automatically take me to a new meeting option, new meeting dialog box, where I need to mention the title of the meeting. Let's suppose it is online training for multiplication table. Now here you can see it is April 9, 11 a.m. to April 9, 12 p.m. 1 hour. This option is already given here, does not repeat, let it be the default option. Now this particular area is very important. This is the area where we need to type, or we need to copy the email addresses of the students. Now this is very important to understand that the email addresses should only be of Gmail. So you need to collect Gmail addresses of each and every student, and then you have to paste it here. As of now, I am just typing my own email ID. So you can see, as soon as I type my own email ID, it will ask me to invite bisq.manish@gmail.com. So I'll simply click on it. Once I have added all my students in the same way, I will simply click on send button. Now what will this send button do? The send button will immediately send an invitation mail to the students. They will receive an invitation mail in their inbox, where a link to join Microsoft Teams will be available. They will have to simply click on it, and that link will open in the browser, and it will give them the access to open Microsoft Teams in the same way as you are looking at your own screen. So it is not essential that you have to open it in the separate app. You can open it in the browser also. So the students will receive, and if they want to download the app first and then chat with you, it is up to them. Otherwise, this freedom is always available with the students, that they can open it in the browser as well. Now what you can do, you can simply click on the set day, like on 9th, if you are conducting this session, you can simply click on it and click on join button. This join button will open the online training session open for all the students. As you can see, what you can do, you can simply click on join now. Once you click on join now, this screen will open in the full screen mode, and you can see your own video. At the same time, show participants option will give you access to all the other participants who are online or who are ready to attend your session. Here I added my ID, so that is why I am able to see my own ID here. But if you have added your students' IDs, then you will be able to see their names in a list form. Now, as soon as they come online, you will be able to interact with them very easily. At a time you may need to switch off your camera, or you may need to listen to them only. So what you can do, you can you can use the turn camera off option from here. If you want to mute your sound as well, you can click on mute your sound, and you can always unmute your microphone, unmute and turn your camera on. Apart from that, there is a very great feature, like if you have made a presentation, or if you have something to share with the students, so you can always click on the share button. Just click on the share button. So whatever apps are open on your taskbar, these can be displayed to the students. So what I'm doing, I'm just opening my sample presentation which I use for my class 12 students, functions in Python. Now you can see my presentation has opened on the screen. Here I can use my arrow keys to move through the presentation, and one after the other I'll be able to see my slide, as well as my students will also be able to see these slides. So at the same time you are explaining to them and you are showing them the slides as well. So once your presentation is over and your meeting is over, you can just stop. First of all, you can stop presenting and you can come back to your previous screen where you were addressing the students. You can show them your live lesson, or you can interact with them with a camera as well as with the mic. Once it is done, you may also like to ask some questions, or you may also like to give them some hand-on practice. So what you can do, you can go to the chat option from here. It will open the chat box for you. You can simply type a message. Now you need to add at least one more person to start a chat. Now the thing is, because I have not added anybody here, so I will have to first of all add somebody. These may be my students, because I have not added anybody. But once you get the response from your students, you will be able to see their names in the list and you will be able to interact with them. Once your chat is over, you can stop it always. Just end your chat and end your online training. Once your online training is over, just go to the assignment option. This assignment option is just below the Teams option. Now here I have created some more classes, but recently I have created the class 5. So I'll just open this. I'll just click on it and choose next option. Welcome to assignments, create assignments and quizzes, manage timelines and grabbing rubrics and many more. So I'm just clicking on get started. What do you have to do here? You will have to click on create. Now you have 3 options: assignment, quiz and from existing. So first of all, I'll take the option assignment from here. Now what is the title of my assignment? Let's suppose it is multiplication table. I can also write some instructions here. If you need to assign some points, you can assign it. You can also add rubrics. Now rubrics can be designed by the teacher or decided by the teacher and assigned to class 5 all students. Now here what do you mean by all students? Whosoever is connected with you online will be referred to as all students. So once you assign this assignment to all students, they all will receive it all together. Now date due Thursday, April 9, time due 11:59 p.m. It means the child has to complete this on 9th April by 11:59 p.m. And now what you can do, you can simply click on assign. So this task will be assigned to all the students whosoever is listed in your online training session. You can see here this activity, assignment mentioned, multiplication table, view assignment. You can always click on view assignment. You can edit assignment. You can see how the student, how will it look like to the students. You can always go back. And now one more thing, if you click on create and go to quiz, so it will redirect you to office forms. Now I have already made some office forms. There is a separate method to create office form, or otherwise you can go to new form option and create a new form in forms.office.com. Most of you must be aware of this option because we have been created these office forms for our students. Yes, so we have option for creating a new form or new quiz. So I'll just go to new quiz first. What I can do, I can just simply click here, multiplication table. Now I can give some questions which may be choice based, text based, rating based, or date based. So I'm just taking the very first option, choice based. Now I can give some options. You can add some more options here. And whichever option you find right, you will have to select it from here. And you can always assign a point. Let's suppose it is a 1 mark. And accordingly, you can keep on adding more questions. Now, how will this form look like to the students? We can always see the preview. So if a student select it and click on submit, you will immediately get the response from his own account. You can see one response I have received. So this is my answer. So this is a separate topic. So once you have created your assignment, you go back to your assignment here, multiplication table. Now you go to from existing, class 5, next, and here is my assignment. So this is how we can connect online with the students, create online session with the students, and give them assignments. And once we come into the practice of giving online training, you will come to know that there are some more great features in Teams which I'll be discussing with you, like class notebook and how you can do collaborative learning with the students. So these we'll be learning in the next lesson. Up till then, thank you very much, and thank you very much for listening. Thanks a lot.